Why is it that there are so many girls who are hot and successful, but they're still single? I read every dating book under the sun. This is what they said. The first reason they're single is because of something called hypergamy. That means we tend to want to date up, which means women tend to want to date a guy who's got more money and social status than her. This doesn't make women shallow, this is just evolutionary. So as you can imagine, if a woman is already making six figures and super attractive, the chances of her finding a man who's even more career successful and makes more money and has more social status and meets her high standards is going to be extremely slim. The second reason is because most women who are super career driven lead with their masculine energy because it's what's got them career success. Whereas what attracts high value men isn't career success in a woman, it's a woman who's in her feminine.
I recognize this is not the most relatable topic and I'm probably going to get some flack for it, but I want to talk about dating as a wealthy woman. I am a matchmaker at 3 Day Rule and I meet tons of successful, accomplished women looking for partners. It can be really challenging for them to meet men who are as successful as they are, and then they worry about the dynamic that might come along with dating someone who is actually less successful than them. Here are my tips for how to navigate. Number 1, date someone in a different industry. Removing any underlying career competition can make it so much easier to be supportive of each other's successes. Number 2, date someone who values work ethic and is as motivated as you are. This is especially true if you're someone who works a lot. Find someone who can relate to your underlying drive, even if for them that hasn't translated into quite as much financial success. Number 3, date someone who is proud of his own accomplishments and is successful in his own right. Success in one industry really looks different than success in another. Success also looks different to different people. If he's proud of what he's achieved and has reached the goals that he's set for himself, he'll be able to cheer on your successes too. And lastly, remember, money is not the thing missing from your life. Find value in the things your partner brings to the table that can enhance your life in other ways.
Unpopular opinion, but men love women that are high maintenance. They love it. Hear me out before you chew me out. There is no bigger insult than being mistaken as low maintenance. Now, being high maintenance is not synonymous to being rude, okay? You still have to be nice and sweet to your partner. But men really love high maintenance women, okay? That's who they're competing for. They're competing for that girl. The girl who has her nails done, her lashes, her fit's on point. She eats well, she goes to the gym, the whole 9 yards. They love it. They eat that up. So remember this, ladies, a man that invests in you values you. It's a flex for a man to brag about how they satisfy their girl. They want to take care of you and your needs, even if that's viewed as high maintenance tendencies. Now, I'm not saying you should have a man chase you, be yourself, have high standards, and watch the right man gravitate towards you. Confident men love high maintenance women. When you look good, you add to their value, so don't forget that. The girls that get it. And the girls that don't, that's why I'm here for you, babe.
These are the signs of a true high value woman. If you have all of these, chances are men are literally obsessed with you. They see you as the end all be all woman. First thing is that you are so focused on yourself. You are not focused on friendships. You're not focused on relationships. You are so about your goals and about your life that you don't really have time for drama. Number 2, you are always thinking about how you can level up in your health and in your looks. You are obsessed with little holistic hacks. You're obsessed with going to Pilates. You're obsessed with just finding, just the most natural way to bring out your natural beauty. Number 3, you have done the inner work. You're not super anxious like you used to be. You are not jealous like you used to be. You're not angry. You believe in yourself. You have faith. Lastly, you know that you want to marry a man who's going to provide for you, but at the same time, you want to own a business. You just have joy in working and being creative, but you don't like to do it for a survival thing. You just really like to do it to keep yourself active, keep yourself at tip-top mental shape. So you're probably like a content creator, you're probably a coach, you're like maybe one of those corporate girlies who have a really nice job. And the last sign is that you always get men who want to worship you, who want to commit to you right away. You're always breaking up with them.
Ladies, here's the truth about dating a provider. Although it's important to date a man who's going to elevate your life and treat you like a queen, it's really important that you do work on your own income while you're single and seeking out men, because what you don't want to do is date a man solemnly out of necessity. As a girl who grew up in the hood and in a low socioeconomic household, I completely understand how money may feel like the only way out of your situation. But a high value man is not the same thing as a sugar daddy, and a high value man can smell a desperate woman from a mile away. When looking for a high value partner, look at the overall picture. Does his personality and overall characteristics fit your standards? Does he over sexualize women? Is he irresponsible with his spending? Does he carry himself like a gentleman? Yes, money and financial stability matters, but don't let it fool you.
Guys literally know how to look past all of their feelings and do what's best for them. Like, they literally know that even if they feel something with someone, that does not mean that it's the best time to be with them, to be in a relationship, or to focus on anybody but themselves. This might sound like common knowledge, but do you see what I mean, girly pops? Like they can look past feeling a connection that's promising for the sake of focusing on their goals and working on themselves. It's honestly beyond me, because I don't even know how you psychologically are such a natural at that. But yeah, that's such a big thing. And so I just want to encourage you, besties, to know when it's time for you to do that. Know when it's time to look at yourself and realize that you don't need to be in your prioritizing dating era or prioritizing finding someone era. Now, you can still be in an era where if you end up meeting someone and things end up seeming right, then cool. But maybe it's not your era to be actively pursuing a relationship or actively dating. How do guys do that?
There is so much discourse about how to manifest a text back from someone, where to sit to attract a multi-millionaire husband, how to manipulate a man to fall for you and spoil you and give you money. And people equate that to having high standards, and it's so far from the truth. Because while you chase and prioritize that, you were giving up all of the things that actually matter long term, which is the love, care, and friendship he can offer you. I feel like people are collectively forgetting that humans are built to love and to have social interactions and to build relationships with other humans. And with that comes care, recognition, respect, honest and open communication, and so much more. 100% money is important, and finding a man with a provider mentality is so important in building your high standards list. But as this amazing comment says, a man that is far off from being a millionaire can provide for you, but he can also show up with all of the other components that make a successful, loving, long-lasting relationship. And since when did we all decide to forget what Cher said? I don't need a rich man, I am a rich man.